Hey, it's Brian Stephens with eXp Realty. I hope y'all are doing great. I'd like to give you a market update as of October the 9th, 2023. A little bit what's going on in the real estate market. It's the most frequent question that we get is how's the market? What's going on in the market? What are rates doing? What are sellers doing? What are buyers? And just you name it, we kind of get a lot of different questions all the time because the real estate market has been interesting the last couple years. As you know, the last couple years were a little bit off the charts with rates being ridiculously low, homes going for more than asking price, multiple offers, and people kind of doing things like waiving appraisals and stuff that we don't recommend. But the market was a little out of control. And in the last 6 to 8 months, it's more in control. And with the rates, it has stabilized the market somewhat. So I want to just kind of give you a little bit of my take, a little bit of facts, kind of what we're seeing in today's market. I am located in Lakeland, Florida. So this is my perspective. Lakeland is located right between Tampa and Orlando. So we're in Central Florida. We're in a great market located in Polk County. And we have Lakeland, Winter Haven, Bartow, Mulberry, Davenport, Auburndale, Lake Wales, Haines City. So we have a vast array of cities kind of within about a 45-minute to 1 hour time frame to kind of work with. And this is going to be a lot of just the Lakeland market that I'm going to give you some data on. So just to kind of fill you in on a couple things, as of today, as of now, interest rates are still have creeped up a little bit. I was talking with a lender this morning, and he said interest rates are sitting somewhere around the 7.5% to 8% for a conventional fixed rates, which is still on the high side for some people. You know, being in this business for 20 plus years, I remember when rates were 18%. Yes, I'm dating myself, but this is actually true. So the rates are, if you look at year over year, those still are not bad rates. They're still pretty decent, but we got spoiled with these 2s and 3s and 4s where it was just nuts. So 7.5% to 8% as of today. Rates have trickled up a lot this year, slowed a lot of home buyers down because when buyers get a payment on a home at 7.5% on the average price of $350, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, PITI, they're seeing a payment of, for example, generally speaking, who knows what the property taxes are on a specific property, but those payments will be $2,700, $2,800 a month. It's a lot of money. If it's your first time buying a home, that's a big payment for a young couple, for a family, for anybody. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So rates are still keeping buyers on the fence. Some of them are finally just taking the plunge and going, rates are just probably not going to do much else this year. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the equity play, the long-term play, because as we know, real estate long-term is a really good investment, right? It's not supposed to be meant to be flipped and flip within 6 months or a year or two. That's a different kind of game altogether. Nothing wrong with that if you buy it, right? But for the long term, you buy real estate and you hold on to it and it goes up in value. So that may be where you are today. I don't know. Inventory is still steady. It's on the low side still, as I'm going to show you some facts in just a minute, but it's still a little on the lower side. And that is all price ranges right now. We're seeing the market pretty firm with sellers. Now, if they're overpriced with their listing, the market's not biting on that. The market's saying, no, you can just sit on it. We're not paying that for that house. Partially because maybe they think the seller is overpriced, and partially because when they work out a payment on that, they're thinking that's too high. So some buyers are just kind of hanging out, just kind of waiting. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know what interest rates are going to do in the fall or next year. If you had to give a best guess, I've heard from a few, not experts, but people in the field, people that do have a lot of knowledge, that as we head into an election year next year, with an election year, rates may tend to trickle down a little bit by a little bit by a little bit because people want votes in office and they want to make it act like everything is great, right? So just kind of leave it at that. So rates may trickle down next year. And if they do, what some people are predicting is this. As rates go down, more and more buyers are going to jump in the market because they're thinking, okay, I wanted to wait till rates hit 7, 6.5, whatever they could do. Again, who knows? Full disclaimer, I have no clue. You don't either, right, what rates are going to do. If they lower it like that, a bunch of buyers that may then jump in the market, which what does that do to prices and for sellers? Start to bring prices back up again. Because then you'll have maybe bidding wars again. Maybe, people that are see this house that's $375, rate, my payment's now affordable. Let's go put an offer on it. So maybe you have 5 offers. So maybe they start going over asking price again. I don't know. This could happen, which is the reason today is still a good day to buy. Really, it really is. So without further ado, let's look at some numbers, some stats. I'm going to share my screen with you so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. All right. So this is going to be Lakeland Association of Realtors, and this is going to be year-to-date sales for 2023. Now, full disclosure, this is through August, the end of August. So we're now October. They're usually about a month and a half behind. But here's a couple things I want to show you. Now, this breaks down price range, the number of sold units, the market share of our specific market. Of course, it's always going to total 100%. The average list price, this is something to note, $352. The average sale price is $345. Again, keep these numbers in mind. This is pretty important, which shows an average list to sell price of 98%. Now, if you look in the most common, again, the price range of $350, look at $340, $350, things are going for almost full price, about a 1 or 2% area for negotiation. But generally speaking, they're going for pretty close to full price. And if you look at the top here, average DOM, which is days on market, those same properties are averaging, it looks to be about a month and a half, 45, 47, 51 days, 35 days. They're still getting a contract on them within about a month and a half, closer to a month on some of these. When you get lower, these are 28 days, 30 days, super affordable price range. Not a lot out there. Look at the total number of inventory as of this report, end of August 2023, with only 636 homes. That's it. And the most common, the most popular, or I should say the largest number of inventory is the 400 to 500, 137 homes. And I know I've got a couple listings that have been sitting in this price range, one at about 420. And so I kind of get that. But as you see, this is the greatest number of market share in our market. Is about almost 19% of homes sell between 3 and 350 again for this year, 2023. So this kind of gives you an idea. And if you look at the average days in the market, again, kind of what we talked about, 42 days. So about a month and a half. It's about how long it's taking. So still not bad. Some of the larger homes, the 800 to 900, that's what, 101 days, about 3 months. By the way, full disclosure, being licensed since the late 90s, I remember when homes used to take an average, which was normal, of 2 months, 3 months, 4 months to sell. Very normal. People didn't panic. People didn't freak out. But you can see with the average days in the market going down to about a month and a half, that's still pretty crazy. That's still pretty quick. It means you still have to kind of step up your game. And if you want to purchase a house, you're not going to get 10 or 20% off the list price unless it's a fire sale, meaning it's a divorce or death, or they're behind in their payments or something. You're not going to really get you're not going to go steal the house. That's not the market we're in right now. I think some buyers think they can do that. In our market right here, it's not happening. You can see the number of units sold this year, 2,666, right? So that's a lot of homes. So inventory is still on the lower side, 636 as of this report. Days on the market, to kind of summarize, about a month and a half. Things are selling for about 98% of their list price. And you can see the average list price, $352, the average sold price, $345. And let me tell you something, the market is still pretty strong right now. So I hope this gives you some ideas of what's going on in our market. I like to do these market updates because, again, we get asked this question all the time, and you kind of want to know when you jump into the market, kind of what's going on. So I would love to expound this conversation with you and tell you more about it with your specific situation, what city you're looking in. We have a great team of agents that can help you out. I would love to kind of dive into your specific situation, help you get pre-approved if you're looking to purchase. If you're looking to sell, again, a great time to sell. As you can see, numbers are strong with that too. So we'd love to have that conversation with you. My cell phone number, you're going to see it on this channel, is 863-647-8600. I hope you have a great day. And just remember one thing, whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian. Have a great day.